Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and today I'm here to solve a Sudoku titled Eagle in the Cloud. This has been taken from the CTC Discord server and it was created by Tizali. As you can see, the design resembles the shape of an eagle. And that is probably why the Sudoku is titled Eagle in the Cloud. It has an interesting combination of variant rules, and I've solved the Sudoku previously and I found it extremely well and certainly deserved a video made on it. So the rules are classic rules apply. Each row, column and 3x3 box of the grid will have digits 1 to 9, no repetitions, and palindrome rules apply. So on each of these gray lines that you see in this grid, so this is a really big line. So on this gray line, digits form a palindromic sequence. So which means that starting from the ends of the line, the digits will read when you go along the line in the same direction. So for example, let's say if you have 2 here and you go along this direction, and similarly from this line, if you go along this direction, the sequence will be the same. So if you have a 2 here, a 3 here, a 4 here, a 5 here, for example, starting from this line and along the same direction, so this will be same 2 3 4 5. Similarly this will be 2 3 4 5, and it keeps on going until you reach the middle of the line. So this is what palindrome means. And killer rules apply. In each of these dotted cages, digits must sum to the clue given in the top left corner of the cage, and digits do not repeat inside cages. And final part is sandwich rules. So on the clues given outside, they denote the sum of the numbers between 1 and 9 in the respective row or column. So we have only 2 sandwich clues. So these are the rules. The link to solve the Sudoku is in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And if you are watching this channel for a long time without subscribing, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel a lot. So having said that, I'll start this Sudoku. So when you have a sandwich clue as 35, there is only one way to fill in the numbers, and that is this way. Because in any row, in any column or 3x3 box, the sum of the digits is going to be from 1 to 9, which is equal to 45. And we know that in a sandwich clue, the clue given outside is the sum of the digits between 1 and 9. So 1 and 9 are excluded from the sum. So 45 minus 1 plus 9, which should be 10. So 45 minus 10 is 35. So in order to get 35 between 1 and 9, there is only one way, and that is this way. Okay, so you can look at these cages now a bit to get some numbers going. So 17 has only one way to get filled, that would be 8 and 9. This is the third cell from this end, so the third cell from this end would be the same. So in this palindrome, I think it would be useful to mark the middle of the line, because that would be nice. And you can even start from the middle to go along either direction. It would be nice to have a focal point. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 and 27. So we have a 27 cell long palindrome, which means that the middle point must be the 14th cell. You have 13 on this direction, 13 on this direction, and middle point must be the 14th cell. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, this one. So this is the middle of the palindrome. Let us mark this using a color. So now you can use this as focal point and say that both of these must be same, both of these must be same, both of these must be same, and so on. Now look at this 6. So this is 1 plus 5 or 2 plus 4, only two options for the 6, and similarly 15 has only two options, 6 plus 9 or 7 plus 8. Okay, so now because you got an 8 and a 9 here, look where the 8 and the 9 goes in middle box. Obviously in a 3 cell 10 cage, 8 and 9 cannot be inside. So 8, 9 goes into these 3 cells as corner pencil marks, and which means in this box 8 and 9 must be going in these 3 cells. And you can't have both the 8 and the 9 here because this is a 15 cell cage, which means that you must have 8 or a 9 here. And because this is the third cell from this direction, the third cell from this direction must also be an 8 and a 9. And look at this 6 cage. Now you have a 1 in column 1, so this is not a 1, and which means this is not a 5. So you have a middle cell here, you have 1, 2, 4 here, which means this will also be 1, 2 and 4, and 1 cannot be in this cell because of the 1 here, so this becomes 2, 4. Now look at this cell, this is the second cell from the middle line, middle point, so second cell from the middle point would be 2, 4, 5. Excuse me. Okay, so this is 2 or 4, which means this would have to be a 2 or a 4. 1 got eliminated from here, right? Because of the 1 9 pair here, so 1 wasn't here. So we got a 2 or a 4 here, which means this must be a 2 or a 4. So it is nice how 1 5 got eliminated as possibility, because 1 cannot be in both of these cells. So this became a 2 4 pair, and which means correspondingly this will also be a 2 or a 4. And now 2 4 in column 3 must be in these 3 cells. Okay, and now if you look at this 11 total, it is not 2 plus 9 or 3 plus 8, so it can only be 4 plus 7 or 5 plus 6, only two options. Okay, so let us look at this palindrome now and try to see the middle cell. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So it is a 20 cell long palindrome, which means that the middle cell must be the there is no middle cells, because only when you have an odd number of cells on the palindrome you will have a middle cell. So you can try to find the 10th cell from either direction. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is the 10th cell, so both of these are going to be equal. So you can kind of wind your way around the palindrome starting from these cells. So these are the 10th cell from either direction. Okay, so now here comes an interesting question. So we know that both of these cells are going to be equal because they are the opposite ends of a palindrome, and by the rules of Sudoku, the digit which comes in the green cell must be in one of these 3 cells. But the question is, can it be in this cell? This is a kind of difficult deduction to see, but an extremely worth one to find. So if it goes here, let's say the green cell goes here. Now this is part of a palindrome and it is the 5th cell from this direction. So which means that the 5th cell from this direction, 3 4 5, so this also becomes a green, but all the green cells are same. So you have 2 repeating digits in the box, which makes it abundantly clear that this cannot be a green cell. The green cell is in one of these two cells. So which means that we can be certain that the green can only be 2, 4. Okay. Okay, can we make use of this 7? I don't think so, because 7 has 3 possibilities: 1 plus 6, 2 plus 5 and 3 plus 4. It would be too early to look for the 7s. Okay, so can we have 8 and 9 in this cell, the second cell from this end of the palindrome? So that forces 8 or 9 here, but you already have 8, 9 here. So which means I can eliminate both the 8 and the 9, because 8 and 9 can't be here. And that gives me a locked pair in these two cells. I can remove the corners. This becomes 8, 9 pair, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That becomes an 8, 9 pair. Okay. Oh, 9 can be eliminated from here, right? Because of this 1, 9 pair. This could have been done a long back. So this is not a 6 anymore. 9 is in one of these two cells. So I think we need to do something with this 10 cage here. So if this is a 4, we straight away get the value of these two cells. If this is a 2, this could be 1 plus 7 or 3 plus 5, and both seem possible. Okay, this is interesting. I think there is a tough deduction hidden in here. Okay, let's look at this cell. It can't be 2, 4, cannot be 8 and 9, and it cannot be 1. So this is 3, 5, 6, 7, which means 1, 2, 3 starting from the middle cell, and similarly 1, 2, 3. So this will also be 3, 5, 6 and 7. So which gives us 1 in these three cells. Okay, so just the same kind of question that we asked for the green cells, we are going to ask for the cells in pink. So both of these cells are equal due to palindrome, and they must be in these three cells, but they can they be here? Can this be a pink cell? So if this is pink cell, this is the fifth cell from this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is also pink. Again, we are hitting a contradiction. So the pink cells are not going to be in here. So the pink cells are going to be here. So which means these must be a 2, 4 as well. So we get a 2, 4 pair. That's really interesting. And this I think must be the break into the Sudoku. So the moment we get a 2, 4 pair here, you will notice that the 11 cage has broken down now. So it cannot be a 4 and 7 now. this would have to be a 5 6, so which means this is not a 5 6, that becomes 3 7, this becomes 3 7. So we can quickly fill in this box now, 1 3 7, and replicating that here, this is 1 3 7, this is 1 and 2 going along the palindrome from the middle cell, so 1 and 2, so both of these are equal, 1 3 and 7. Okay, so we have obtained 3 sets of pairs, 5 6, 8 9 and 2 4, so these would be 1 3 7 to complete the row. And now I know the content of this 15 cell, which is almost not visible. So this cannot be 7 plus 8, this has to be a 6 plus 9. That gives a 6 here and a 9 here and an 8 here. So now I can decipher this using this digit. So that's 8, that's 9, that gives me a 9 here, gives me a 1 here, gives me a 9 here and a 9 here. And I can finish off this pair, so that's a 9, that's an 8, and this is the third cell, so that means these are equal, so that's 8. So we are getting a flurry of digits suddenly. So such a beautiful break-in the Sudoku has, you know, finding that this 2 4 pair has to be in these locked cells was really nice. And this has to be 5 to complete the box, and 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, so this is 5, and I need 5 more from the green cell and this cell, which means this is 3 or 1. That gives me a 7 in here, which gives me a 1 3 in here. That means that would be a 1 and 3. Okay, let's get the 9s now. 9 in column 7 has to be in this cell, and that gives a 9 in one of these two cells, 9 in one of these two cells because of these 9s. 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so I can't have a 9 here, because the moment I have a 9 here, use 8 as the reference, 1 2 and 3, the third cell from the 8, 1 2 and 3. Oh, this is possible, sorry, I saw something incorrectly, so I can have the 9 here. Oh, I have a 6 here, which means this cell has to be a 6, right? The 4 cell from the yellow line, yellow cell, so 4th cell from here would have to be 6, and that gives a 6 in here using classic, so that becomes a 2 4 6 triplet, so which means the 1 in this column has to go here, that's not 1, and 8 1 5, which means 8 1, so this would have to be 1, so let me put that 1 here, so that is a 4 now to complete the 10 cage, so this is 2, this is 2, this is 4, 1 goes here, so this becomes a 3 7 pair, which means this would have to be a 3 7 using palindrome, and I can complete this box now. 3 6 and 7 they would have to be, and blue cells are equal, so 3 6 7. Okay, so in this box 5 8 get locked into these two cells because of this, and which means this becomes a 3 7 and 6. Okay, so this would have to be 3 7 because you have a 3 7 here, so this would be a 3 7, and this would have to be a 5 8 for this column because you have 1 6 and 9, a 2 4 pair and a 3 7 pair, so this is 5 8. Okay, so this 7 can't have a 1 in here. Can it have a 1 in here? If this is 1, then the second cell from 8, second cell, so this would have to be 1, but not possible. So the 7 is now 2 plus 5 or 3 plus 4. and 5 is impossible here, so this is not a 5, this is not a 2. So reciprocating that here, 3 4 5 and 2 3 4, because these two cells are corresponding to these two cells along the palindrome. Now you can't have 2 4 here, so which means this would have to be 3, and this is, so this is 3, and which means this is 4, this would have to be 4. Okay, so you can unravel this pair now, so that's 7, and sorry, that's 3 and that's 7, and okay, so this is 3 and this is 7, right? So 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, I have put it wrongly. This is 3 and this is 7, which means this is 7. Three is not here because of this, so that's a 1. This is not 3, which means this is not 3. Okay, so using Sudoku, I can get the 3 in here. So that's not a 3, so which means that gives a 3 in here. And this cell can be, okay, both of these are equal, right? So no problem. Okay, where does the 2 go in row 3? Has only one cell left, 2 goes here, which means this will be 6 and 7. So 4 in column 9 has only one cell, it has to go here, and that means the 4 can be placed here, so this becomes a 2 6 pair. Okay, 4 must be in one of these two cells in column 5. One must go in here. Okay, this is 5 or 6, which means that the second cell must be a 5 or a 6. So that gives me a 5 6 pair. Okay, 8 in column 8 has to be in here. Okay, look at this cell. This is 2 or 6, which means 6 7, and then the second cell must be 2 6. So you have 6 7 here. So the second cell must be 2 1 6. So this can't be a 4. So 4 goes here, and that unravels this. So this is 4, this is 2, this is 4, this is 2. Fantastic, guys, what a beautiful creation, right? An amazing Sudoku, extremely fun to solve. So let's see, what does this contain? The next cell to the 7, this one can't be 2 7 9 4 and 6, so this would be 1 3 5 and 8, and this cannot be 1 and 3 looking at this direction, so it has to be 5 8, and this would be 5 8. That gives me a 5 8 pair, which means this would be 1 3 for the box, and 5 8 gives me a 6 in here, which means this is 6, this is 5. And look at this column, where does the 5 go? 5 is removed from here because of this, and that gives a 5 in here, and 1 to complete the column, and 1 gets pushed here. This becomes 8, that becomes a 6 7, and 5 goes in here to complete the column. Okay, so we are almost close. 5 in row 7 has to be in one of these two cells. That gives me a 5 9 pair. I'll remove the 5 and 9 from these cells. Well, so 8 is here, so that's a 5, which means this is a 5, that is an 8, that is a 5, that is an 8. Okay, so you can't have 5 anymore here because these two cells are equal, right? Both of these are equal, and the way I saw that was, you have a 7 5 here, you have a 7 5 here, so this cell and this cell must be equal. So this is not a 5, this is a, that's a 9. So this must be 8 to complete the row. and you have 6 here. So this is 6, this is 2, which means this is 2. That becomes 6 and 7. So if this is a normal Sudoku, this would have been broken by this point, because this pair is unresolvable in classic Sudoku terms. But this is a palindrome Sudoku, and we are fortunate for that. That's the 2. So you have a 7 here to complete the row. 2, 3, 4, 7, 5 and 9. So 1 goes here, which means this is 1, this is 3, and this must be 6, 8. So you have 6 here, so that's 8, that's 6, and 7 is here, so that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 7, that's a 7, that's a 2. So now we can complete the Sudoku. This is 6, this is 7, 7, 6, 7, 6. And with that, we have completed this really gorgeous creation by Tizali. What a Sudoku. So much fun to solve. Extremely elegant solve path. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment and like the video. We hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.